Welcome back to the Carnivore Chicks channel, everybody. I'm Allie, and on this channel we talk everything health, fitness, and nutrition. And in today's video, we are making a zero carb bread. Yep, zero carbs, absolutely none. This is carnivore friendly, and it is also keto friendly. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. So for this recipe, we need a few items. The first one, you're gonna need some chicharrones or pork rinds. I like to use the 4505's classic one. Personally, I think these are my favorite ones that are just out there. So you need one bag of these. What you also need is you need about a pound of ground pork. You need some cheese. I have some shredded raw cheese here. You're gonna need a seasoning. This one is mine, it's Kinder the blend. And of the last two, you need some rendered duck fat and need about 8 eggs. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat our oven to 375 degrees. All right, now that we've got our oven preheating, we're gonna start by separating the egg yolk from the egg white. Now make sure as you're doing this, you're getting a bowl that is gonna be big enough to use a hand mixer. I use a hand mixer for the part that's gonna be afterwards, but if you wanna use a whisk or a stand mixer, that's fine. I think the hand mixer will be easier though. So now that we have them all separated, grab your hand mixer and we're just gonna mix up the whites until it's like super fluffy, until it's about as fluffy as like whipped cream or like a big cloud. So once you have your egg whites whipped up to like this cloud-like feature where you kind of just like want to jump into like a big bath that looks like this, we're going to grind up the pork rinds so they're like a very, very fine. So just grab your pork rinds, pop them in your blender and get on to grinding. So once they're all ground up, what you'll see here is it looks a lot like a powder. So that's really what you're looking for. And so now for the next step, let's get to the meat. So for this next step, we want to remove the ground pork rinds from the blender, and then we want to essentially stick the pork in there, and we're gonna mix the egg yolks with the pork in the blender. Once you have everything in there, just blend it together until it's nice and smooth. All right, so once that is blended together, we want to put in our seasoning. We're gonna put in about 1 tablespoon of duck fat and half of your egg whites to blend together. Now while this is blending, you're gonna want to add the cheese in. Now, once everything is all mixed together. We want to take the pork rinds, the egg whites that are remaining, and all of this meat in here. We just want to hand mix it so everything's mixed pretty well. Now when it looks like this, where you really just looks like ground pork, we're gonna stick it into a greased pan. Stick it in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. All right, so after 30 minutes, you're gonna take that bread out of the oven and you're gonna let it rest until it cools down. So once your bread is cooled off, cut yourself off a slice and let's just give it a try. So that's what I'm gonna do here. All right, so this is what it looks like. All right, so let's try it. That hits the spot. Especially like, you can like have it with breakfast. Dip it in like a fried egg yolk or make a little sandwich out of it. Solid bread. Now, if you haven't seen it already, we also have a carnivore slider recipe. We do a very similar bread approach in there, but if you're looking to make a burger, check that out. I'll put it in the description box below or link it somewhere up here. And if you like videos like this, please let us know other recipes you'd like to see in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps out this channel a lot, and we will see you next time.